I make a lot of these, and I often make the same one throughout the day. I don't know why, it just brings me comfort. So you'll find the same list over and over and over and over. Road trip classics on the radio. Gets it out of my head. Otherwise, I'll walk around with it all day, and there's no space for other stuff. So I'll write it down, and then I'll write it down again and again. I have a lot to do. I need to sell my old MacBook. I need to prepare for tattoo convention, and I need to finish and frame some paintings. I need to make a palette for myself, an actual palette. So yeah, enough to do. It's a nice gloomy day outside, so a good day to be in the studio. Sunlight fades away and you fall into my arms. I really hate doing stuff like measuring frames or cleaning up, or I don't know, just anything that doesn't have to do anything with painting or drawing. So I realized that it's really good to like plan in days where you do this kind of things. So when you have days that you want to paint, you can just do nothing else but paint. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do from now on. So I'm gonna do like cleaning up and tidying days, and preparing and setting up days, and then yeah, there's just gonna be painting days where I have nothing else that I need to do. Today is not one of those days because I'm doing everything at once. I'm like making myself a new palette. I'm measuring all the frames that I have, and I'm gonna try and make as much paintings to fill those frames, because I feel like it's a waste to throw them away, although they are found in the waste. And I think it's like a nice challenge, because usually I choose the subject and then I'll choose the size. And now I'll start with the size, and then I'll have to choose the subject. So we're gonna see how that goes. It might completely fail. Then something really unexpected happened, and I got selected for the Dutch Portrait Prize with a self-portrait that I made. And I really didn't expect this was gonna happen. Actually, the moment I applied for it, I immediately regretted it, because I mean, I like the painting, but it's definitely not something I would send in again, I guess, because I feel like for these kind of contests, you really have to push yourself and, I don't know, make something beyond your own skill level. I don't know, or maybe not. Maybe this was the perfect thing to apply with. Got picked out of, I think, like 1,200 applicants, and I ended up with the last 100. And out of 100, they chose another 50. I didn't make the last 50. They really liked my work, but yeah, they like the other work more, which is fair. I mean, I wouldn't have chosen me if I looked at the other stuff. So, but it did really motivate me to apply for next year and take it more seriously. Also, you're allowed to apply with 3 works, and I just sent in 1. So, yeah, that's something to keep in mind for next year. So I'm definitely gonna send in 3 works next year. It was time to finish up this painting, because I can do a couple of sessions on a painting, let's say like a maximum of 6 sessions with a maximum of 4 hours per session. That's just how my brain works. That's my like window frame of focus. And I don't know, I'm the type of person that kind of, how do I put this? That kind of works on the next project while they're still working on the current project. I don't know why, but I just get inspired during the project that I'm doing, or it gives me new ideas, or I make mistakes in the current project that I really want to go and not make in the next project. So that's something that I really need to get out of my system, and I really don't know how. I almost finished this painting, and I'm really happy with how the hand turned out, and I'm really happy with the vibe of the painting. There's just something about it that I'm not happy with, and I know why that is, and it's because the reference photo was not fit for a painting. There was no light and dark, it was just light, and there was not a lot of color, so I turned up the saturation to get that color out, and it was basically just a total experiment. But I really wanted to paint this picture because it was just, I don't know, the moment really stuck with me. It was an experiment, and today I'm gonna leave it for what it is, and I'm just gonna leave it, I think, for a couple of weeks. I know what I want to fix already. It's the eyes, it's the eyebrows. There is some sense of realism, but somewhere I lost it a bit in some areas, and I don't know where, and I don't know why. So yeah, I don't know. This is a really interesting one, especially since I'm trying to lose that really rendered look that I usually have. I really want to try and not blend. I guess the impression is different. I'm not really trying to copy the picture as much as I used to, but I do want to get the right values, and yeah, want to get everything in the right place for it to be realistic enough and convincing enough, you know, that you step back and you still feel like it's a real person and it's a real moment and it's actually someone that's alive. I then started preparing for my new project, which is a self-portrait from life, because I mainly paint portraits from pictures. I did paint from life in like workshops, or like I did put my friends in a chair and I painted them. But of course it's different because they always end up being studies, and I really want to finish a portrait from life, and what better model to use than yourself. So I'm trying to make a setup for that. I've always wanted to use the back of the linen because I really like the natural tone of the linen itself. So I bought see-through gesso, and I wanna gesso it and see how it dries up. It looks white now, but it's supposed to be transparent, so I think it will disappear when it dries up. And after that, I started sketching and painting a print for the tattoo convention that I'm gonna do at the end of this month. And I didn't make it in time. I didn't finish the print in time to bring it, but I'm definitely gonna make prints now.